Hi guys, this is Mr.Z and I'm going to solve SAT math questions for this channel. Let's get started. Today we are going to solve some questions for complex numbers. First part is going to be all about adding and subtracting complex numbers, and the second part, multiplying and dividing complex numbers. Let's get started. First question, for I is equal to square root of -1, what is the sum? 7 plus 3i plus -8 plus 9i. So we can write them, guys. We write them here, 7 plus 3i, and the other group of the numbers, -8 plus 9i. We can write them, guys, in the vertical form, -8 and plus 9i. So once we add them up all together, using the, guys, two different group of numbers, with the first group is going to be, guys, real numbers, and the second group of numbers are going to be, guys, imaginary numbers. So 7 plus -8 makes -1. 3i plus 9i is going to be 12i. And the correct answer is A. Question 2. What is the sum of the complex numbers 2 plus 3i and 4 plus 8i, where I is equal to -1, square root of -1. So we use the, guys, the vertical form again, 2 plus 3i, and then the second group of numbers 4 and 8i. So 2 plus 4 makes 6, and 3i plus 8i, 11i, which is C. Question 3, this time we have, guys, subtraction. So the first complex number is 5 plus 12i. And since we have subtraction, guys, this time we guys switch the signs. So what do we have? We have like 9i squared, which will be, guys, -9i squared. And then the second number is, guys, -6i, and it becomes guys, positive 6i. First of all, you should know that, guys, I squared is equal to -1. That's why 9i squared is going to be equal to -9 times -1, positive 9. So -9i squared is equal to 9. Okay, so, and then the other number is, guys, 6i. And I will add up, guys, these numbers. 5 plus 9, 14. 12i plus 6i is 18, 18i. Correct answer is D. Next question. Again, guys, we have the subtraction. So we rewrite the, guys, the first complex number, which is 3 plus 4i. And the other complex number is, guys, 2 plus 3i. But since we have a, guys, subtraction, we have to switch the signs. -2 minus 3i. And we are going to add up the, guys, real numbers, then imaginary numbers. 3 plus -2 makes 1. 4 plus -3 makes I. 1 plus I, which is B. Okay, so next page. In this page, guys, this time we have dividing and multiplying, guys, complex numbers. Once we, guys, do division, we have to use the conjugate. What does conjugate means? Suppose conjugate of A plus BI is A minus BI. All we need to do, guys, we just change the sign in the middle. And while we are doing, guys, division, we multiply the both numerator and denominator conjugate of the denominator. So let's solve the first question. Let me show you what I mean. So conjugate of this denominator is 8 minus 2i. And I'll multiply the, guys, both numerator and the denominator by 8 minus 2i. So 3 minus 5i times 8 minus 2i divided by 8 plus 2i times 8 minus 2i. Okay, so let's use the, guys, FOIL rule and multiply the complex numbers. 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 2i is -6i. -5i times 8, -40i. And -5i times -2i makes positive 10i squared divided by, and once we, guys, use the same rule, 8 times 8 is going to be 64. 8 times -2i, -16i squared, -16i, sorry. And then 2i times 8 makes 16i. And 2i times -2i is going to be -4i squared. Okay, now we can simplify the numbers, combine the like terms. So first of all, guys, negative 6i minus 40i makes negative 46i. So 24 minus 46i, 10i squared. I squared is negative 1. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. And then divided by negative 69 and positive 69 cancel out each other. And what else we have? We have negative 4i squared, which makes positive 4 because I squared negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 4 makes positive 4. So positive 4 plus 64 is going to be 68. And then 24 minus 10 is 14. 14 minus 46i divided by 68. Okay, so now it's time to simplify it, guys, again. So it'll be equal to 14 over 68 minus 46 over 68i. So both numbers for the first fraction are divisible by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 68 divided by 2, 34. And 46 divided by 2, 23. And 68 divided by 2, 34. Okay, so let's check the correct answer. So the correct answer is going to be, guys, answer choice C. Next question. It is going to be, I believe, that our last question. Okay, so we use the same way. We multiply the guys, both numerator and denominator, by the conjugate of the guy's denominator, which is 3 plus 2i. Okay, so 8 times 3 makes 24. 8 times 2i makes 16i. And then negative I times 3, negative 3i. Negative I times 2i makes negative 2i squared. Divided by 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2i, 6i. Negative 2i times 3 makes negative 6i. And finally, negative 2i times 2i is going to be negative 4i squared. Okay, so I'll start with these numbers, guys. 16i minus 3i makes 13i. 24, we have 24 here. And then negative 2i squared. I squared negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. And divided by 6i and negative 6i cancel out. And then negative 4i squared. I squared negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. Positive 4 plus 9, 13. Okay, so 24 plus 2 is 26. Plus 13i divided by 13. Now we can divide both 26 and 13i by 13. 26 divided by 13 is 2. 13i divided by 13 is I. So the question says, like, if we can rewrite the expression in the form of a plus bi, then what is the value of a? So a plus bi is equal to 2 plus I. As you see, guys, a is for the real part, so it's going to be, guys, it's going to be 2. Okay, so we finished this section. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.